Hello everyone, welcome back to The Difference. It was just a very sunny day out here, and then just suddenly it turned cloudy and a little bit windy. So if you hear a little wind noise in the background, my apologies. So, incremental changes in our lives. Why should we do it? The purpose of this channel is to find ways to incrementally and continually improve in all areas of human activity that we participate in. It's a strategy. So in my professional life, it's a strategy that kind of focuses on making small, gradual changes to like a process or a system or a product to achieve continuous and steady progress. It involves breaking down larger goals into smaller, manageable steps, which are then implemented over a time. Now, why small steps? Like, why do the small steps? Why not do the big steps? Well, it's quite obvious that the big steps are a bit more stressful. Making these small incremental changes is just a lot less stressful, at least for me. And I get better results. So in my professional life, when I think of incremental changes, it's one way, but I never associated that with my personal life. My personal life, I just kind of haphazardly tried to make improvements, and I thought, let me try to use some of these concepts in my personal life, and it's worked out good so far. So we'll see. It kind of minimizes the risk of significant setbacks. So I know somebody recently that started working out, and they were told to kind of go for it, right? Get in the gym and just start lifting the heavy weights and go for it. And they got in there and got very sore. It was very painful, and they couldn't even go back for a little bit and do any of the same exercises, and it kind of set them back from a motivational standpoint also. My whole thing is you go in and do just very little, but you do it continuously, and then you find that just automatically you'll start staying in the gym longer and longer and start doing more and more type of exercises. And to me, that's better. I don't know. I'd like to hear what you guys think. Small steps are less intimidating, and it's easier to get motivated to start and to complete. And I truly believe that. It's like I said before, it's just less stressful. It's like compound interest in finance also. So it's interest on top of interest. And it amplifies and it multiplies exponentially. Constant improvement is it's every day. If you do a little bit every day, you're just compounding your improvement. You're becoming a better person daily with making very, very small changes. And I think that's doable for many people. So it also gives you a lot of practice and repetition on making small changes. And it's easier to repeat those on a daily basis. So also when you start making consistent small daily changes, you start creating new neural pathways in the brain. So you're literally rewiring your brain for new habits, thinkings, and skills. And I've kind of found that too. Now, I haven't done this. I've done this off and on. It's almost as if I do the incremental improvement until the procrastination kicks in. But that's another video. So small steps and changes allow for testing and adaptation, and testing is required to find the best and most effective solution. So you can you can start testing things out without breaking anything, meaning it doesn't cause disruption when you do the incremental change. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't cause any disruption or stress for you to take it away. So how do you start? You just have these bigger goals. At least this is what I think. You have these bigger goals, and then you just break them down into very small pieces, micro, or what they call nano tasks, right? I know somebody that she had a rough childhood, and one of the things that used to happen to her, she used to get beatings if the dishes weren't done every night before she went to bed. And so if she was doing homework and she forgot when she was younger, then she'd get a beating, right? So as she got older, she hated doing dishes. You get married, you know, have children, dishes have to be done, but she just hated doing it. It was like a mental block. So what she did was, she started saying, you know what? I'm going to make an incremental change. I'm going to just do the forks. No, she started with the spoons. She said for some reason the spoons were easier. She started with spoons. Then she did the rest of the utensils. Eventually she got up to do the plates. And now she's gotten all of them. But it took her a little while. And she had to take baby steps. So you just break them down into small tasks or small improvements. And I believe for a lot of people who can't just make big change right away, this will help. I would write down my daily tasks, but that's more on the organizational side of it, which again is another video. Now, how did I start? I just started recently, but for one, I created this channel, which was a huge hurdle for me. But I did it, right? So I did exactly what I just mentioned. That's what I did. Just making these very small, seemingly insignificant changes. And it really, really changed my life, even though I've only been doing it for a short time. So, you know, what are the benefits? So a better chance of reaching your main goals, for one. If you make very, very small changes that you can manage, you'll reach your main goal, right? You're building up to the main goal, right? Improve morale. So for me, every time I made a small improvement, especially when I saw the results of it, my mood and my morale it kind of changed. I felt better. I felt better about myself. I felt better about what I was doing. I was kind of more excited about the improvements that I started to see come. So improved confidence and faster, more timely completion of these goals. Start small doesn't mean that you don't go fast. You're still going fast. It's just at a continual rate. You're more the tortoise rather than the hare kind of thing. And there's less fallout. There's less just giving up because it's so disruptive and it's so stressful. So, are you down with incremental improvements? If so, have you implemented this method and how has it worked for you? Are you going to start? Let us know in the comments section. I look forward to having this conversation. And because it's starting to rain, I am out.